a few full body movements today. That's what we're going to do just to get the whole body moving, the spine moving, the hips moving. So join me on the mat. Okay, so you found yourself a little spot. We're going to just start with nice wide legs. See my toes. I'm turning my toes out in line with my knees. Where knees goes, toes go always, keeping the knees nice and safe. You are starting to get into your body, thinking of the connection through the tummy, belly to spine, that tipping of the pubis forward, zipping up the jeans in front. And then I want you to just soften your knees, just gently let your tailbone hang long to the floor. And we're going to roll our shoulders forward, up and back down. Inhale, exhale, just getting some movement going. 3 and 4. One more. 5 and reverse that movement going forward. And 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. There we go. Just spread the toes, flare the toes, give each toe pad a bit of space. Feel how, because you are rotating through your hips, how that activates you through your glutes a little bit. And from there, we're going to add a neck stretch. So stretch the ear to the shoulder. On the one side, we drop the chin towards the chest, stretching the nape of the neck. We roll all the way over to the other side and we bring ourselves back to center, just loosening up through the upper torso, chin towards the chest, rolling around all the way, thinking about the core connection, navel to spine, the alignment through the back, trying to create integration through the sides of the body, front to back, side to side, top to bottom. Okay, good. Now we're going to do a little roll down. So we soften the knees. We're going to roll down, chin towards the chest, heavy head, neck, and shoulders all the way towards the floor. And as I always say, you can do this a few times. 8 to 10 is a good number just to get you moving. Chin towards the chest, roll through the vertebrae of the spine all the way to the floor. Take a breath in, open up the neck and shoulders all the way up. We're keeping that slight turn out. So as we get to the top, we get the glute activation. Always helps to think of a little bit of a squeeze through the glutes as well, like you're cracking a nut with your glutes, or squeezing a coin between the bum cheeks. And we're going to go all the way up. I'm going to do one more just to get my spine moving all the way down. There we go. And all the way up. Good. We're going to go into a little bend of the knees. We're going to go bending the knees, reaching the arms out. So I want you to think of your knees where they are in space, your heel alignment and the same line as that knee. So the ankle ideally wants to align with knee if you can. So we're going to go. Inhale, exhale. Where knees goes, toe goes. If I'm looking at my knee, it's stretching over the same line as my third, fourth, so second, third, fourth toe. That's what you're aiming for. Those knees have to go in that line. It also helps you to get the muscle activation on the inner, outer leg, front and back of the leg at the same time, using the glutes at the same time as we move. You can move your arms forward and down or just keep them up in front. Keep your nut cracker going. Nut between the buttocks. That's my latest cueing for activating the glutes and just feeling that you're integrating, lifting through that pelvic floor. So that nut between the buttocks, up through the pelvic floor, up through the spine, not just isolating muscles, but actually all the muscles helping each other to do a movement. I think that should be about 10. I want you to go to the side and to the side. You can do 10 of these as well. Spread the toe spine, work through the back of the leg. 5. Keep that nutcracker going. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And stretching all the way out. Let's turn the toes in just to release those hips a little bit, rolling down. I'm going to do 4 of them, rolling down and up. Keep the connection in the core all the way up, opening up shoulders as you get warm. Feel the spine stretching more. Keep the knees always just slightly soft. All the way to the top. 2 more and we go roll down. And we roll up. And last one to go and we go roll down. and we roll up. There we go. So let's get the shoulder girdle moving a little bit more. So I want you to go back to your turned out feet and then reach your arms out to the side, lengthening palms of the hands up. Zipping up pubis, rib to hip connection, tailbone hanging long, but over a nutcracker between the buttocks. And we're going to reach our shoulder out towards the right. The feeling is that you're taking your ribs and shifting it off your hip line. Then you shift it back onto your two hip lines. So I always think of the pokey bits of my ribs, the bottoms of my ribs, and my hips, those in a line. And then literally what you're trying to do is you get your ribs off that line and then you bring it back onto it. Okay, and we're going to go off that line, back onto it. Let's do the same side for a few times. And you might feel if there's tension in your back or your hips, you might feel a good stretch here. Okay, notice that I'm not doing this. I'm not pushing my hip out to accommodate my ribs. I'm keeping my hips stable. I'm using my trunk and my rib cage. Remember, I'm pulling my belly button to my spine and shoulder blades gliding down the back. That feeling of, you can take your nut analogy and place the nut between the shoulder blades or a coin or whatever works for you. Shoulder blades drawing in towards each other. That should be 10. Other side, guys, we go out. Okay, good. I'm figuring out which is my tight side. Leaning to the left feels tighter for me. 4. And keep those hips stable. 5. There we go. If your arms get tired, good. 7. They're part of that upper postural girdle. So they are going to be involved if you're using them correctly. They're not just hanging there, those arms, they're actively stretching out. That should be 10. Now we're going to do to both sides, right side, back to center, left side, back. Remember the ribs are off the hips and then on the hips, off the hips. Make sure you come back to that return. Great for the abs, oblique abdominals. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going to pause going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, picking up a bit of pace. 8, 9, 10. Back to center and 10, 9, 8. Keep those hips stable. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release those arms just to give yourself a little break. Toes go forward. We roll down. Heavy head, neck, and shoulders all the way to the ground. Inhale, big exhale, rolling up. And you can do one of these or a few more if that's what you prefer on this. So we're continuing moving our bodies a bit more. We're going to bend in, toes turned out again. We're going to bend into a plie squat position. Knees in line with toes. Knees go where toes go. And we're going to do like a little pulse here. And we're going to rotate to the one side. Pulse in the middle, rotate to the other side. Keep a tuck of the tail. And if I look at you from the side, I want to see a line from the ears, shoulders to the hips, tucking that tailbone, front leg into a 90-degree angle, back leg falls into a 90-degree angle as well. And rotate. We're going to pick up a bit of pace, but make sure you're using your tummy muscles, using your breath as you go. Although it's faster, the movements, it doesn't mean it is sloppy. It's still controlled from your center. And 7, I think, 8, connection in the tummy, like a little rebound as we come back to center. 9, and we go 10, we stay, we go tuck the tail, release, and tuck and scoop the tail, release, up to 10. 3, I'm using my abdominals, I'm using my glutes. 4, and I'm reaching my arms forward, pressing through my front heel, pressure off the knees. How do we do that? By pushing through the heel instead of the toes, especially the front leg. Take that weight off the knee into the back of that leg, all the hamstring work there, into the glute. 9, that quad's working still, but we don't want too much pressure on that knee. We're going to take our arms up, and we're going to do a little curl scoop. So pelvis curls forward, arms go forward. C-shaped spine, and then a flat spine. And C-shaped spine, returning to neutral. And 3, returning to neutral. And scoop connect. 4, return to neutral. Scoop connect. 5, and neutral. And we go 6, and neutral. We go 7 and neutral and 8 and neutral and 9 neutral, and we go 10 and neutral. Good. Now we're going to stretch the leg out. We're falling into a straight horizontal line with the spine. And the idea is that our hips are facing square to the front. Turn the back foot's toes in so that you feel that you are absolutely square. If you turn out, you're probably going to turn your hips to the front and you're not going to be able to balance. So keep hips square, reach those arms forward. The hammies are tight. This is going to be a tough one to do. So you can soften the knee a little bit, focus on your back. Okay, so you're going to go. If you can soften that knee, you can drop your body and then bend to your 90-degree angle. Okay, reach and stretch. 2 and 90 and 3 and 90. I'm integrating my hands here together. You can keep them parallel if you want. And we go. 4 and 90. Connection in tummy. Tuck the tail. 5 and 6. Here we go. Square hips and shoulders. Feel the length of the spine. The two sides of the body moving together. 9. Last one. We go 10. We hold. We swim our arms. Right arm. Left arm. Squaring the hips off. 4, 5. Remember, you can bend the front leg if you need to. 8, 9, 10. I'm going to take my hands to the floor. Kiss the knee in front, round the back, connection in the tummy. Hold for 10. 9, you can push your back heel down for an extra stretch. 8, 7, 6. Shoulders are wide. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the front leg, brace through the tummy. Back leg comes to front leg, grounding feet on the floor. Press through the heels, knock on effects through the hammies as you roll yourself all the way up to the top. Well done, guys. One side down, next side to go. So let's go. Okay, so we're starting in that position. Arms go forward. Remember, we have to finish on our left side. We'll start on the right. If we're doing 10, we're going to go plie squat, lunge, plie squat, lunge. I'm just keeping my hands integrated. It's just nice and easy to then rotate and move my whole body as one unit. 5, back leg turning in. 6, hips forward, hips to the side. 7, integrate the sides. 8, 9. Okay, I need to finish on my left. And 10. Good. Okay, so we're going to go over there, connection in the tummy. We're going to go tuck the tail. Okay, bending the knee. We're going to go down, tuck. Here we go. Pressing through the heel, connection in the tummy. And we go tuck and scoop. And release. And tuck and scoop 2. And release. And tuck and scoop 3. Keep that connection in the tummy. And we go 4. Release. Exhale 5. Release. Exhale 6. Release. Exhale 7. Release. And we go 8. Keeping that pelvis. 9. Last one. And we go hold connection in the tummy. Arms go up. Now we're going to go curl both arms and legs and release. And you can still keep those arms integrated. Curl the whole body. Keep the front leg 90. We go 3 and up. We go 4 and up. We go 5. Lots of tummy connection and up. And we go 6 and up. We go 7 and up. Exhale 8 and up. Exhale 9 and we go 10. Legs are getting nice and tight. Now I'm going to stretch my arms forward. I'm straightening my legs. My body goes into a horizontal plane front leg. Can bend if you need it. Shoulders or arms in line with the ears. Shoulders are wide. Connection in the tummy. We go over here. We return to being upright. And we go 2 and upright. And 3 and upright. Exhale 4 and upright. Exhale 5 and upright. Connection in core 6. Keep that connection. Hips are square to the front. 7. Pressing through the front heel. 8 And we go 9. Last one, we go 10. We reach, we hold, bend the front leg if you need to, only if the hamstring is too tight. And we're going to swim the arm. Right, left, as straight back as you can, even if it's slightly diagonal up, that's fine. But keep it as flat as you can, no curves, especially in that thoracic spine. Flatten that space out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keeping the hips square. Bring the arms to the floor. Kiss your front knee. Round the back forward stretch. Press the back heel down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Shoulders away from ears. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back leg to front leg. Ground the heels. Open your shoulders. Roll through the spine. Get the tail underneath you. Zip up through the pubis. All the way up. All the way up to the. There we go, guys. Both sides done. You should feel a little bit warmer after that. So we'll go onto the mat and do a few extra things with your spine over there. We're on our floor, all fours, hands and knees. We draw the navel to the spine. We open up the shoulders. We're going to keep our body square. Remember that integration of the sides of the body, the important part here. You're not favoring one side as you lift opposite arm to leg, forward and back. The leg does not go high. If it's too high, you're probably going to just arch into your lower back, and that's what we don't want. We want the tail underneath us, zipping pubis up towards the navel, towards the rib cage, and then you'll see that leg just dropping slightly anyhow. So reach the opposite arm out, and what you're going to do is you're going to reach your foot up, as if you want to grab the foot, and then reaching out and away. Okay. So the idea is that not that we're arching and grabbing, we are trying to keep our body square, and then reaching back with the arm and the leg, and then reaching forward and back. Okay, keeping the body square, lifting out of your supporting shoulder, reaching, exhale. That's the hardest part, not letting the back arch, not letting the back go into hyperextension as you lift that thigh, reaching for your opposite leg. And we go. 4, lifting that thigh. You might even feel your hammy having to work quite hard. I'm starting to vibrate here. That's how much I'm trying to integrate my sides. And forward. Okay. Now we're going to go opposite arm to leg. We're going to actually reach and look at that foot and see if we can grab hold of it without losing the core. Grab and pull the foot up and return to the front, allowing the back to stretch into a slight hyperextension, but making sure the tummy is working. Do 5 of that. Press foot into hand, lift the thigh, open the shoulder, and return to the front. And we go. 3, grab the foot, lift the thigh, reaching up and over. If you can't get hold of your leg, it's not the end of the world, guys. Just try and see how far you can go. Trying. The operative word, never, I can't, I'm going to try. And in that way, you're still getting work done. Okay, that's 5 on the one side. You can give yourself a little stretch off your wrists, tailbone to heels and back. Okay, so if that feels like it's too much for you, just try and see if you can do it. See how far you can go. Come back. You're still loosening up the back. You're still doing a lot of core work. So the fact that you're trying is what makes it all count. I mean, taking opposite arm to leg off the floor, making sure you're not going into hyperextension, floating that leg and arm up, belly button to the spine. Okay, now you're going to go bend, lift the leg as if you want to grab that foot, and reach forward, tummy tuck. And we go up with the leg, keep the leg as parallel as you can to, and integrate the sides of those abs. And we go integrate 3, and keeping the sides of the abs. Last one, integrate 4. And reaching forward and back. So now all we're doing is we're changing by looking back, and we reach to the foot. Arm goes into a circular motion back, so the shoulder position changes slightly. Lift the thigh, reach the arm and leg forward and back. And we go up, connection in the tummy, lift the thigh, open shoulder. Arm goes forward, leg goes back. And we go 3. Grab the foot, lift the thigh, integrating abs, not just arching into the back. And we go 4. Grab the foot, lift the thigh. Last one. And we go 5. Grab the foot, lift the thigh. You can even hold it a bit longer if you want for the last one. Tummy tight. And then reaching all the way up. Leg comes down. Tailbone to the heel. Tuck the fingers in. So we're going to take all of that work into a back extension exercise. Now the muscles along the spine, strengthening those fillets of the spine, I call them. Okay, so you're going to be lying on your back, and you're going to recognize some of these movements we just did in this exercise. Okay, so we're going to lie on our tummy. We stretch the legs out at the back. I want you to lift belly button away from the floor. So actively make a gap underneath your navel. Pubis presses gently into the floor for anchoring, for support through that lumbar spine. Okay, and then you take your arms forward out. Okay, now floating the nose off the floor. Keep the integrity of the spine by elongating the nape of the neck. That spine stays in the same line. You're floating your nose off the floor. Your legs are just reaching long and down at the back at this point. And then from there, we're going to slowly float the nose higher up, a feeling of pushing a marble forward and up away. Keep the nape of the neck long. We're not looking forward, guys. We're looking down and forward. So your nose just steps forward towards the end of the mat, but not looking up with your head. Your crown of the head is reaching to the front of the room. Imagine being tractioned to opposite sides of the room through your spine, hands reaching forward to the front of the room, legs to the back. From this position, you're going to float both your arms and your legs off the floor. And if this is too hard for you guys, you're just going to do opposite arm to leg on the floor. Okay, so floating both your arms and legs off the floor if you can. If your back is strong enough to do that, keep the connection in the tummy. You're going to kick your right arm, opposite leg, going 1, 2, 3, 4, and stretch. Thigh floating off. So this is the same movement that we did earlier on our hands and knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, and stretch. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, we do 4 rounds. Now we're going to swim opposite arm to leg higher. 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 10, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Floating that side. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, swim for 10. Opposite arm to leg higher. 2. Keep the body stable. Just arms and legs floating. Neck is free. 8, 9, 10. Good, guys. So you can do that up to 4 sets minimum or even more. If that is too hard for you at this stage, back is not strong enough, and you feel that you're really just straining your back, you can take your opposite arm and leg off the floor. So opposite arm and leg off the floor. That's the only 2 that goes up. And you go 1, 2, 3, 4 kicks. Reach and down. Same side. 1, 2, 3, 4 kicks. Reach. You can do it 4 on the one side and then 4 on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4 kick. I'm just doing 2 for demonstrative purposes. 1, 2, 3, 4 kick. Reach and down. And then you can also do your swimming. Opposite arm to leg, just one arm and leg off the floor, reaching forward. Arm and leg forward and back. Remember, look at my spine. I'm looking down. I'm not going there, guys. It's not about the height. It's about length, tractioning your spine and feeling the 2 sides of the body integrating. If you can't get that right, you're probably not doing your exercise right, okay? You also should not feel strain in your lower back in this exercise. You should feel muscle activation. Very different from muscle strain. If you're pulling your belly up against the spine, it would feel like your muscles along your spine is activating. If you're just arching into the back, you're probably going to feel it through that lumbar spine. Okay, so keep those things in mind. Okay, so it's 4 rounds of opposite kicks, both sides, and then swimming to alternate it. And you can do as many sets as you wish, as your back needs or wants on the day. So you decide what works for you, keeping your Pilates principles in mind. That's the key, especially with back exercises. I often get people saying to me, no, but my back is sore when I do that. Your back is not sore if you do it correctly. Your back is muscularly active. The muscles along the spine, they're working. If muscles work, if they're being challenged, you are going to feel it. It's very different from just a backache where it's sitting across the lower back and it's straining. And I can guarantee you 90% of the time, if you pull your tummy in, you support your back, if you keep your alignment, it becomes a different ball game altogether. That back strain disappears and it becomes an actual exercise. So please, body, mind, connection. Always key in Pilates exercise. If you're not switched on, if you're not thinking what you're doing, you're not doing Pilates, I can guarantee you that. So keep those things in mind. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. We have more videos to make. So if there's something that you specifically are interested in, please let us know. We're on YouTube at Bernadine Jonathan. We're on Instagram at Core Pilates, also on Facebook at Core Pilates. Let us know what you think about our videos and send those requests in. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time.